Alright, what up, y'all? So, I am, believe it or not, playing the same version of this Value Warrior, Control Warrior, Big Warrior, whatever you want to call it. Same version as last time. I really like the spot this deck is in, so I want to give it some more testing to see if the win rate I got last time was consistent. I went 7-4 in part 6 of this video series. This is part 7 now, I believe. And I was pretty happy with that. I don't remember exactly what I lost to. I can look that up, actually. But point just being, I think the deck's got in a sweet spot right now. Let's see. 7-4. I lost to Death Knight, Imbue Paladin. I lost to Imbue Priest. And Death Knight again. I did beat Death Knight other times. Let's do this. Death Knight playing Ysera and Wisp is fascinating. Let's do this just in case, because I have no idea what type of shenanigans they're doing. Alright, so New Heights will be great. I could play Plucky, but I think getting the extra mana is way more valuable here. As you can see, that deck list on the right, this deck plays like 14 legendary cards, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 legendary cards. And I would like to play the Warrior Quest as soon as I have the dust to craft it. So 15 eventually. I really like the spot this deck's in, though. It's pretty solid so far. So if I hit this, that will actually save me a little life. Just one, obviously, but it's, you know, a little bit better than hitting the Mermy, probably. Maybe the Mermy's better. Well, okay, timeout here. Because if I want to brawl and they've got reborn minions, that just becomes very annoying. I'm definitely not going to brawl here, but just, you know, to think ahead. I could just Plucky and armor. Maybe Blobatar is the play, though. New Height seems pretty good also. That'll give me 7 mana next turn, which is pretty relevant. It's kind of a risk, but because I have the Brawl, I'm willing to take the risk. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll get rid of this guy. And fingers crossed this works out okay. 7's a pretty pivotal point for mana, because obviously most of the good cards start at 7. 6 you can make a case for, but 7 is really where we start seeing some powerful stuff. This is a very interesting deck. I haven't seen a version of Death Knight like this in a long time. So if I play Plucky, I get either Nomelia or Logosh or Ziliax, even though it doesn't show it highlighted on the right.
What now?
I could also play Blob of Tar. I don't actually hate that. Let's give that a run. Oh, wow. They're getting some value off that location. Seems pretty good. Well, Dracorex is going to help fix a lot of this. Yeah. That seems pretty powerful in this deck. That's interesting. Yeah, Dracorex is huge here. Yeah, I love this deck because once you can start throwing haymakers, the game just usually becomes very much so in your favor. There's not a lot of draw in the deck. Most things create some value, like Plucky draws a rush minion, Precursory Strike draws a card, Tortolan Traveler draws a taunt minion. But otherwise, like Bob could draw cards, Marin puts cards in your deck. Yeah, but nothing else really draws, so I haven't had much trouble, though, as far as card advantage. I think most of the cards in this end up trading for a couple of their cards, or like, you know, Dracorex always trades for like 3 or more minions. So I think we're good. Yeah, let's just do this. And I'm not super concerned about trying to put pressure on their face until much later in the game. This is definitely like a control type of deck. But instead of using, you know, like traditional control warrior elements, I'm just trying to get value in the early game, get a little mana, and just make it to dropping bombs and things that give massive card advantage, like Shaladrasil, Marin. Fyrrak can be really good, depending on the situation. If you haven't seen it, I actually put this video online. So Marin the Manager gets you that card. It's 3 mana, you draw a card, and fill your hand with copies of it. I did that when there were only 2 cards left in my deck. It was Fyrrak and Valera. I drew Fyrrak, and then proceeded to play it 9 times. Yes, I won that game, but barely. Believe it or not, it took all 9 Fyrraks to actually finish the job. My opponent was casting Tess Greymane every turn. It was pretty nuts. It was very bonkers. Alright, Ham's a decent draw there. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, that guy's very annoying. Stitched Giant. Okay, so that gives me targets for Ziliax, which is great. And they've got no hand, so this is a great position to be in. I could also do this, but I feel like it doesn't really make that much difference. They've got no hand, quite literally. This is going to make dudes and give them extra attacks, so these are going to get attacked anyway, so it won't matter. And I'm very surprised at the consistency of this deck so far. Seems like you get Ziliax right when you need him. Nomelia comes up a lot when you need him. The early taunt minions, I think, do a lot of work. Blob and Traveler are great. Traveler, a lot of times, will draw a Blob of Tar. But, you know, drawing Ziliax is fantastic also. I don't hate Ysera here. Yeah, I think you just keep dropping bombs. I could do this or this, but and I'm gonna chill on the Mermy. There's no reason to do this. Yeah, they're just top decking now, so it's just a matter of time until I can close out this game. My only gripe with the deck is it takes a little bit of time to close out the game. You're usually just trading resources until it's very clear who the winner is, and then you have to actually execute the win, which takes some turns. So Bob to draw isn't bad here. I kind of like that. Cool. Alright, so we've got answers to stuff that probably won't even matter, but it's fine.
In the ring, blood speak with valor.
Yeah, now they're just very dead. If they find a way to kill this, they're going to take 12. Or something's going to take 12. Cool. Yeah, I really don't think there's any way they're coming back from this. Sure. So 3 here, I assume. The other 2 at one of these, and then hero power to kill it. They're just holding on for dear life. Alright, Ceaseless Expanse is playable now. I was trying to hold this up so that I had execute available should they do something that's actually good. Like if they played, you know, a Zilliax, I could potentially kill it with something like that. Or, I mean, but I'm still not even really worried about much. Like, I legitimately can't think of a single thing they would play that I would care about. Like, even Stitch Giant is not... There we go. Alright. Thank you. Okay, 1-0. And thankfully that game was only about 10 minutes. I'm finding average game time is closer to like 15 minimum, usually closer to 20, but I've had like 40-minute games. Like the game I was telling you about where I played Fyrrak 9 times, that game was like 45 minutes. And it came completely down to the wire. Alright, I don't think that was the optimal version of Death Knight, but we beat him regardless, so Death Knight is down.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
And Paladin can be tough. Like, the Aura deck is getting better. Ooh, this is a good hand. Yeah, any hand with New Heights is amazing. Elise is basically always a keep. Okay. Into Acceleration Aura. Fun times. So I assume they're auras. They could be the OTK Paladin, but that seems way less likely. And if you don't know what OTK I'm talking about, there's an infinite combo. I posted a couple videos playing it so far. It's pretty unreliable. It's a 3-card combo. Hand of Infinity, Bloodsail Raider, and Dissolving Ooze. But definitely check out the video if that's your flavor of deck, because it's cool and interesting. It's just not super consistent. I could Plucky, but I think New Heights is the best call here. Usually New Heights is the best call. Plucky could draw something relevant in like Nomelia or something. But yeah, New Heights is just normally correct. Because getting to our bigger stuff faster is very important. I'm still tempted to play that spell that gives you 2 extra mana crystals next turn. Oof, okay, that's rough. That's rough. Alright, seems pretty good. Hopefully Blob of Tar will matter. I mean, it doesn't do much because they've got the Righteous Protector, so they can kill that and then smack the toe. Or they can just do that. That works too.
The light dims.
Good God. I mean, so far this could even be aggro Paladin, like... Except for the Acceleration Aura. These are all cards that are in Aggro Paladin. I mean, this is in some versions of it, not all of them, obviously. Okay. Yeah, this is rough. Let's see what we get off of Plucky. Yeah, okay. That's cool, but probably won't matter. Might as well do this. But they've got plenty to take us out here.
You really put the old heave-ho into it.
Alright, if you're not going to kill me, then I'm just going to leave. Alright, turn 4 Crusader Aura. Turns out it's pretty good. What are you going to do? One of my concerns with putting the Warrior quest in this is that it'll make the mulligans a little worse. Because then that's one less card you're going to see when you mulligan. But who knows? Could be great. It's worth a testing, I think, but...
None shall escape my wrath. Now you're sailing on my seas.
I don't really want to, but I'm thinking about keeping the Execute. Plucky's great, I like that, but... yeah, I'm going to keep it just in case. Sometimes Death Knight has some quick draws. Okay, that's pretty good. Shaladrasil, I don't want you. I don't want this until like turn 16 or something. It's so useless. I'm very happy no turn 1 play from them. Usually the toughest games I play against Death Knight are, they start with the 2/1/1s, drop a leech, you know, just dropping things right on curve. I think the best hand with this deck is like New Heights, Brawl, and something else. Precursory Strike, Tortollan, Plucky, anything like that. I think Armor is more valuable than Precursory Strike here. Precursory Strike sometimes comes in handy. And I do like to use it on leeches from time to time, but we're going to see what happens here. If they had mana to be able to play Husk this turn, then I would definitely do it, because that presents a greater threat, but this isn't too concerning. This isn't great. Like, I could go Precursory Strike that guy and then hit him, but that seems kind of bad. Let's see, what is their hero power? First undead you play each turn gains +1 attack. Interesting. Seems very underpowered compared to all the other imbued hero powers.
What now?
What now, indeed? Let's do this first. I don't like this play, but... okay, we at least have some more information now. Yeah, Flutterwing can signify some significant tempo. Jeez. Okie dokie. +2 attack. Could just go Marin here. It's not bad. I can get the spell that makes 2 legendary minions. That could help a lot here. Drawing cards and making them cost less is also nice, but I think the legendary minions might be great. Yeah, let's do that.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Okay, so we're losing some guys. Let's see what I get off a Plucky first. That'll tell me how I end up playing the next couple turns. Okay, Nomelia's cool. So now at least I have better information for doing this. Holy goodness. That's amazing.
Take a load off.
Sure, they can start ticking away at these with leeches, but 30 health is insane. So I effectively paid 10 mana to make a 6/6 and 2 130s. So I got 866 in attack and health. Seems good. Yeah, this is going pretty well, I think. I don't have to Nomelia here. I probably should save it for something, but I do feel like I should play something. You know what? Ysera seems fine. Maybe this is a card to put in the deck even. It's a little much at 10, but yeah, this is crazy that they have to attack their way through these. Huh. Lots of ways to play this turn. Celiax doesn't seem bad, honestly. You know, let's run good old Fyrrak and see what he gives us. Ooh, discarding Shaladrasil is annoying. Alright. Pumped our minions quite nicely and completely filled our hand. Let's do this just to open up our hand more. There we go. Yeah, that was bonkers. Alright, 3 games in 25 minutes? What is this? 2-1 so far. Doing pretty good. I think I'm also getting better at playing the deck. I think that's a big factor because there's so many moving parts. Knowing what to play when is pretty important because it's essentially just a really big toolbox. It's like a toolbox where you pull Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield, like just these crazy powerful things, but you have to know the right sequence to play them in, how to get each different one. So I really love Plucky Painfin in this deck, though. That guy is doing serious work. The ability to draw Nomelia, Dracorex, or Ziliax just at a moment's notice is awesome.
Now you're sailing on my sea.
Yeah, this is a great hand. Ooh, even better hand, wow. Let's see, wow. I might go coin New Heights turn 2, turn 3 New Heights, no. Turn 3 New Heights, turn 4 New Heights armor probably. Yeah, that seems like the play. I would like to play Elise, but there's no rush. That's the thing, if they're not playing minions immediately, then Elise has much more value later in the game. And I'm not worried about taking some damage early game. Like Crusader Aura type damage, definitely no bueno. But this is okay. This little interaction, Sanguine Depths and Execute, I find to be really awesome. It's very cute. Ooh, Tortolan Traveler is a good draw. Yeah, I think I still New Heights here. I could execute this guy, but I feel like I can afford to take the damage because it doesn't appear that they're on Rafam. They could be playing Egg, which has its issues, but Execute is a huge advantage playing against Egg. Execute. Okay, anyways. The puns are just coming out now. I don't know if you caught that one earlier, how the Execute Sanguine Depths combo is cute. Alright. I'll shut up now. I mean, for all I know, they are still playing Rafam. This guy, okay. Interesting. A brawl would be nice. Thankfully, this is only a 1-attack windshield, or a divine... Keep combining them. Wind Fury. Divine Fury. Windshield. Anyways. I think we can just do... So I can go Traveler and Elise. That's not bad. I can go Blobatar and Traveler. You know what? I think I'm going to do this, actually. I'm going to go here, and then... I'm thinking I am going to execute this, because I do have the Ceaseless Expanse. It's going to take them a while to do the Egg if they're playing the Egg. And I'm getting the impression they probably don't play Egg. I might wait until turn 9 to play Elise so I can just play the Terror on the same turn. A lot of times with this deck, I just take Fire Plume though, because I can afford to kind of chill and get the max value out of things. Ooh, that's pretty good. Good card. Jeez, they have two minions with +4/+5 on top of their deck now. That's a little much. Nice. Celiax is a good draw. I'm very tempted to play Elise here. Ham the Hungry isn't bad either. It'll probably die. But the value off of Ham is pretty high. You know, I think I should Elise, because if I can make a copy of a minion, Ham is a very good minion to copy. There's obviously lots of good minions to copy, but I like copying Ham because it eats 2 cards out of their deck, and then I get a 5/5 and a 7/7. For some reason, my gut is telling me play Ziliax here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. It clears their board. I'm ahead on board, and I've got plenty more to do in my hand. Next turn, Elise, I can Terror Run, potentially making a copy of Ziliax. Even Blob of Tar if Ziliax's die, Ziliaxi die. Is the plural Ziliax, Ziliaxi? Ziliaxes just don't sound right to me. Sure. Wow. Well, I was going to Elise, but I think I just Bob Freeze Bash for 14, and then I could just potentially take this game down. Yeah, I'm happy to say I think Ziliax was the best possible card to play on that turn. Boom, there it is. Alright, 3-1 after 4 games. Doing really well. And games are going quickly. I love this. This does seem like a pretty good deck, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's got potential to do powerful things sooner. Like, Tortolan Traveler, drawing Ziliax is so good. Like, 7 mana Ziliax is great. 9 mana Ziliax is very fair, but 7 is insane. Let's see, Brawl, Elise. No, what do we got here?
From strife comes opportunity.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
Fantastic hand. This is great. I don't remember how I did against Shaman last time. Let's see. I beat Shaman the one time I played it last time through. There's sadly not a lot of Shaman presence on the ladder anymore. I have a lot of respect for Shaman. It's a great deck. Depths and Execute is really good against them. Brawl can be awesome. This just makes the hand even more bonkers. Yeah, it's not often you brew up a deck and it seems like it's going to be relevant in the metagame, but this might be one of those times. I wonder what the cost of this deck is. Because if 14 of the cards cost 1,600 dust, some of them obviously are uncraftable, so you get them for free just by doing quests or whatever, but it's so funny. I'm thinking I might coin Elise here. Gives me a board presence. And Terror Run is a great card, so let's do that.
I remember this place well.
I'm normally not in a hurry to do stuff, but I think if they're not playing anything yet, then it's great for me to get a head start. So I can discover a spell and I guess gain armor? +2 attack is fine, but I don't know that that's going to be super relevant considering my hand. Yeah, that was a little underwhelming. I was hoping to get the 2-1s out of it at least.
I remember this place well.
Okie dokie then. I don't think I can justify an execute on their guy.
Blaze a trail.
So we'll just see what they have coming. Brawl makes me almost feel like I can justify the execute. But it just seems bad. Maybe I should have.
I remember this place well.
What do we draw? Nomelia's awesome. I think this is okay. This I can justify. Hopefully they play a couple minions, so Nomelia does some work here. Brawl is also an option. But I might just say Brawl until they do something more powerful. Ooh. That does kind of seem Nomelia worthy. Yeah, I'm gonna play Nomelia here. It's a little loose. I could play Blob of Tar or something, but I think this also gives them the impression that, like, oh, the coast is clear. I can drop more stuff, in which case Brawl is even better. Like, if they drop, ooh, okay, Hagatha's good.
Boys in trouble.
Frosty Decor, okay. I've got 13 attack, that is half of my life total, which I'm not super happy about. If I can get to, if I can take a little bit of damage and get to Ziliax, I'm happy. I kind of want to do this. One problem is if they, well, they haven't played a Growfin yet, so they don't have a Gigantified version. They could go like Growfin, attack, make space. Like if they trade some minions and then go Parrot Sanctuary into Growfin. Yeah, I think this is okay.
And smell the flowers.
I thought for like a half second about using this on my Tortolan so that it has 3 attack. That makes it so they can't, like, they might be tempted to trade there, but it's more likely they're going to do this, I think. Probably throw Hagatha at this. But I'm feeling pretty good. We got Ziliax in 2 turns, Brawl and Execute at the ready. Ceaseless Expanse down the line. Yeah, 5/5 of those is pretty annoying. But bro, the value, you only got 2 raptors, bruh. Don't you want like max value? Really? Okay, they're trying to make room on their board. I assume for something good. Yup. Ooh, Wish Upon a Star. Alright, we're definitely playing Brawl. Without a doubt. Alright, now we've got Ziliax to follow up with. I like this sequencing. They do have the giant Growfin, which could be tough, but I can kill 1 with Ziliax, and then they gotta get through Ziliax. That also puts me back to, like, 27, 29. Ooh, that's pretty good. This is very good for them. Okay, so those guys are kind of a problem, because they can kill a Ziliax without letting me gain life. This will give me a spell that costs 4 less. Yeah, I think I have to Ziliax. I might have to just play the Lotto and play Fyrrak next turn. I'm hoping that's not the case, though. But at this point in the game, they can do some very powerful things. Oof, like that. Like that. That's not good. That's very bad. Yeah, we're just dead. That was very well played. That was extremely well played. Yeah, they fought through a lot of removal. I thought that Brawl was going to set them back a little bit more than it did. So 3-2 after 5 games. Decent, 66%. Or no, 60%? Whatever it is. Yeah, 60. Yeah, I'm kind of hesitant. The more games I play, I'm hesitant to put the Warrior Quest in this. I've been going through all the cards I have, and nothing is speaking to me as worth trying in the deck even. I gotta go through a couple more times and see, you know, what I can craft. Because, yeah, at this point I'm becoming much more hesitant about the quest. Could be great, obviously, but that seems only good when the games go long. And the games normally go long, but this run, the games are going a little bit less long. As you can tell, I normally like to have Sanguine Depths out there just as an option. What do we get? Cool, Nomelia's great. Whew, alright, they're doing powerful things. They're setting up for something. This could be rough.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I think that one of the cards I want to fit in here is probably Dream Planner. But it's a little tight. That's the other problem with the Warrior Quest. I don't even know what I would take out. Dream Planner would be good, but I'm not sure what I would even cut. Like, Ham the Hungry is probably one of the least powerful cards in here. Ysera's deceptively powerful. It really helps in those long games to get... I mean, sometimes I'll have like 20 mana if I New Heights twice in Ysera.
I love heights.
Believe it or not, I'm chilling. I'm probably just going to Nomelia next turn. Drake Rex is a big help against Shaman, though.
I remember this place well.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty annoying. That messes up the potential for Nomelia. Because now I can't hit the adjacent minions the same way. Let's see here. So 2 mana Blobitar is great. I can execute this guy. Blob of Tar, it leaves me 3 mana. I can like poke one of these guys maybe. I kind of want to poke this guy though.
What now?
I think this is the play. That might have been a little too impulsive, but I gotta figure out how to get those guys out the way. Jeez. Alright, that's bad. That's bad. Well, I'm glad I poked that other guy then. That actually worked out nicely.
What now?
I think I gotta do this. And if they fill up the board again, Drake Rex is at the ready. I really hope that's not the case, though. So I'm going to 5/5 copy, and wow, okay. That could be a problem. Ooh, okay, that's what they're going for. That's pretty darn good. I guess I'm just dead. Again, by the same thing. Wow. Alright, 3-3. Alright, it's, you know, I'm happy to lose to Shaman, because I'm glad to just see more Shaman. But yeah, that whole Terra Run Alakir thing is, that's pretty busted. That's really busted. Can't even do anything about that. Charge, Wind Fury.
My brave company.
Now you're sailing on my seas. Pleasure of wolves.
The citadel stands strong.
That's pretty good. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna save this coin in case I brawl for next turn, but I'm actually just gonna do this. They draw a card, which is annoying, but that guy gives them a pretty aggressive start. I just have to survive till Braw, Nomelia, Dracorex.
Pleasure of wolves.
And before you go wondering, no, I'm not drinking ocean spray out of the bottle. I made tea. Yeah, Brawl seems fine here. I could Blob of Tar, but yeah, I think I do. I've got so many ways to answer stuff otherwise in the later parts of the game, I think it'll be fine. Sure, and then we'll do this. Whenever I have two of these, I try to keep them kind of even, so that way like something like Demolition Renovator doesn't hurt so much. Alright, I think we're following up with Ham. Sometimes Ham does serious work. Like, I've had him eat very powerful things, Zilliax, or, you know, things at that power level before. It's pretty awesome.
There's always room for dessert. 'Cause 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 always room for dessert
That's good. Yeah, that's really good. That takes away one whole element of recursion they have.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Interesting choice. Alright, so they're getting a ham themselves. I could use my Bob to take their Bob and then Bob later. Stupid. Okay, what do I do here?
What now?
I could Dracorex, but that seems like kind of a waste. I could Bob and make copies,
What now?
because I basically have 3 free mana here, so I can play something that costs 4 or less.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Cool, now we got 2 blood fighters. And Plucky has... oh, there is a target. Ziliax. So, Poisonous Elusive. I actually like this.
In the ring, blood.
Because this just hits him for 12 in the face. Now if they want to play ham and make copies, I can Dracorex and clear their board again. Swing for another 12 plus.
There's always room for dessert.
Okay. Totally fine. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think they're dead. Boom. All right, 4-3. That was only, what, turn 9? Pretty good. Maybe, yeah, maybe Warrior Quest is just not necessary. I was probably just playing this deck too slowly the last couple times around. It's very possible Shaladrasil could become something else. But I really like that card for when the games go long. Because when it's corrupted, you can finish the game out very easily. Gives you some really good threats. Let's do this. I like Nomelia, but I don't know that she's necessary here. There's Shaladrasil. Yeah, it's the card that's the most dead, usually. Every once in a while it comes in handy, but if it comes in handy, that means I don't have much of a hand, and that's usually a sign that they've successfully answered the things that I've done, and I'm at the point of just kind of reaching for things. So maybe that means something else would fit the slot better, especially a lower cost card. That is one thing I would like, is something else to do in the early game that can give me some sort of edge. I've thought about stuff like Hostile Invader, but it doesn't really seem to fit. I also don't play many spells, so like the spell burst is tough to get off.
Step off into the time wave.
Okay.
Step off into the time waves.
What are we trying to get here, buddy? Ooh, double brawl. That's awesome.
I remember this place well.
Wow, these are really not optimal. That was really bad. My Elises have been pretty mediocre lately. I'm tempted to take the middle one, but I think characters getting +2 attack is probably better. Eesh. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. I don't like that at all. +2 attack might be the correct call, but something's telling me that 5 damage will possibly be relevant. Sure. I guess the 2 attack would have been relevant here, because I could do 6 armor, 2 attack, poke that guy, hit it with my hero power. I'm taking, 6 there, but I guess it's better than 8. Yeah, I'm gaining 6 armor off of that, so yeah, maybe that was the right call there. Who knows? Yeah, probably the worst terror run I've ever had. Please play some more minions so I can brawl. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's a good card. There's a part of me that wanted to try playing something like Hydration Station. Obviously, that just becomes a whole different deck. But you get back Ziliax, a Blood Fighter, and a Ham. Not great, obviously. You'd have to play some other taunt minions, but it's a little janky. It seemed fun. Alright, now Brawl is very appropriate. Oops.
You defile the dead. Soon you will join them.
That's pretty good. 6 damage to 3 random enemies. So if I attack with that... This is not good. Either way, I'm taking some damage here.
And smell the flowers.
Alright, didn't take that much damage, I'm surprised. Well, this deals 5 damage to everything. Yeah, this is actually not bad. Well, like I said, that 5 damage is going to be relevant. And I have a feeling they forgot about it.
Stop and smell the flowers.
That's such a good card. It's bonkers. Yeah, let's just take 6 to the face. That'll minimize the effect of that guy. Alright, that's fair. I think I play Ysera here, so that way Shalagersil is corrupted.
What now?
It says 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess that's okay. It's not good. I don't know. This guy's just... Maybe I'm overreacting to that. No, you know what? We do this.
In the ring,
So this will hit them in the face for 12. That's way better. Yeah, this deck just feels like one big puzzle. Because you can do so many powerful things, it's really easy to be impulsive and be like, oh, I do this here. But there's a lot of options. Yeah, kind of hard not to do this. I do find it pretty cool that this deck can have 21 mana max between Ysera and the double New Heights. Makes for some crazy turns. Yeah, I know they gotta think twice about anything they play because of good old Dracorex. I really like Dracorex. The first time I crafted it, whew, I was in love. Never been in love with a dinosaur before. You gotta have more than that, buddy. There's no way that's it. Ah, okay. Hmm.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
And I can even play Shaladrasil here? That's incredible. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. You know what? I don't have to do anything here. Let's just make sure they can't kill Dracorex somehow. Yeah, I do feel like this is pretty solid, though. I think I am going to do this. Yeah, these dragons you get are amazing. Or, I guess not all dragons, but this dragon. 4 mana, 14/12, 2 mana, 6/10, just incredible. Yeah, it's got elusive. Okay, fine. Then I guess we can go... I'm taking 12 here, but I'm not super concerned about it. Because I'm also doing this. Would have been amazing to just shuffle that guy away and just keep bashing face. Okay, this one we can shuffle away. And he should know I have this card.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Alright, let's get something good off of this. Let's go. Whoo! We got 8 Fyrrak. Life's good. Probably won't matter, but... I'm just showing off now, shoot. Wow. I still don't think it's gonna matter. And I think they know that.
What pretty petals!
You really put the old heave-ho into it.
I must
Yup.
step down.
Alright, 5-3 after 8 games. That's still around a 60% win percentage, so doing okay so far.
versus AFK.
Alright, we're mixing it up with a mage.
Few more minutes.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
I'm tempted to throw back Blob of Tar, but they could be Elemental Mage. That would be pretty annoying if they are. Ooh, good hand. Well, they definitely aren't if they're playing Ysera. Now, it's worth noting, against a mage, you don't have time to sit around and sculpt like the perfect endgame, especially if it's Protoss mage, so I have to figure out a way to kill them as soon as possible.
How cool.
It's between New Heights and Plucky. I think New Heights gives me more advantage, but I would like to have some minions on the board.
Follow the fluttering.
Oh, they're Imbue Mage. Plus some Protoss spells, I guess? Very interesting. I could coin Ham. I could double Plucky. You know, let's double Plucky because this could draw us the 3rd Blood Knight. Yeah, that's good stuff. So now next turn I can Blood Knight. I like that.
In the ring, blood speaks with valor.
So now we've got a pretty powerful thing we can do to hopefully put some pressure on them. I really hope that if we attack for 12 this turn off the death rattle, that it doesn't hit the wisp. That would be really annoying. Wow.
Thanks, Buccaneer.
How cool.
That's incredible. How do I want to play this? So if I trade here, I make a 12/12 that attacks, but I think that's just worse than doing this.
Ferocity!
Because, yeah, this draws no Melia or Dracorex or Ziliax. Yeah, I think this is the call.
With ferocity! With valor! Reality woven.
Ooh. Of course it is a wisp. Of course. Yeah, I think the more crazy things I do, the better. Because we just got to get this game over with. Jeez. Got another blizzard or something, I hope?
Drink with me, friend.
What is happening? They are, what? Are they trying to just die? They have 34 attack on board. They're just dead.
Thank you for that.
With ferocity!
Thank you for that.
I'm not rooting for you!
Okay, that was odd. But sure, I'll take it. 6-3.
You really know your way around.
I guess they realized they just couldn't do anything, so they decided to give me more dudes. Alright, one more game. So it seems like only one of these 9 games so far, Shallow Hill, has been relevant. But it was very relevant because it helped me shuffle that guy away and create lethal on that board.
Sailing on my seas.
Alright, buckle up, guys. Imbue Rogue normally means this is going to be a long game.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
That could be pretty good for them. Alright, it's got +4/+5. They could have taken any one of these powerhouses. Whew, that's not good. They could just take a Ziliax right now. So now I have to plan on Ziliax. That makes it cost 1 less. Sheesh. I think it's fine to use this. Essentially, it's just a glorified draw a card. Ooh, good draw. So I'm going to hold the last Sanguine Depths activation for the execute. Okay. I assume this draws Nomelia? Yeah, that's the only thing left. I thought about executing the poisonous minions so that they would have to attack with this if they wanted to trade with the Blob of Tar, but I feel like there's going to be so many better uses for this. I do have a lot of stuff in my hand I can use, but between Brawl, Dracorex, and Nomelia, I can clear most boards multiple times. I don't hate Nomelia here, actually.
What now?
Seems a little preemptive, though. I think this might be the call.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Oh, they took Marin. Okay. That's pretty good. So let's see, I can make Nomelia 6 attacks, so she'll do 8 total. I can poke this and execute it. Let's start with this. AFK isn't bad. I kind of like bot face though. It could cause me to burn cards here. I assume they'll attack one of them. But I'll get 2 minis, which seem like they could be really good value. And plus, playing the second one, or the third one, will corrupt Shaladrisil, because I'm definitely not playing Ziliax anytime soon. And that is a reminder to remember they have potentially a Ziliax here. Yeah, I mean, they could have 2 between both of these cards. Alright. Kind of underwhelming, but Good enough. Value's value. I just hope we don't burn something good. Okay, there's the first Ziliax. Still have potentially one more, plus potentially another one in their deck. That's a good way to clear those. I'm very tempted to just Ziliax back, but I think Dracorex is probably the call. No, Nomelia does that also. Let's Nomelia. Do I have any undead in my hand? No. They haven't used their hero power very much yet, but it only makes the things cost one less. I had a feeling they took that one. Okay. I wonder if they actually play the other Kill Jaden.
I remember this place well.
I think they took Terra Run, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take Fire Plume here. Ooh, okay, doesn't matter. They can just make a Fire Plume later. That's pretty good. Yeah, part of why Rogue is so good right now, outside of their imbued hero power, is Shadow Step is incredibly powerful, because the cards available right now are incredibly powerful. I don't hate bot face here. Have 9 cards. Maybe it's not the right call.
In the ring, blood speaks with valor.
Please hit the 7/7. Ooh, face is good too. I don't mind that at all. That's good pressure. This is the time to Ziliax if they got a second one. Oh, but that's not even that one. Okay, so that's just their normal Ziliax. So they could potentially still have another. Who knows what this could be? It could be a million things. Could be a brawl even. I'm not exactly sure what was in my hand when they played it. Alright, great. Shadow Step Ziliax is awesome.
What now?
I don't think Shaladrasil's the right call.
What now?
I'm thinking I'm gonna brawl here, honestly. I don't like it, but it's that or bot face. Bot face actually might not be bad. So I can potentially get 4 minis right now. That could be alright. Ah, they did take Fire Plume. Ah, Toy Captain's great. I don't think that's going to be relevant. Oh, you know what I can do?
What now?
You have a fraction of my power.
Okay then.
I remember this place well.
There's the other Elise. Great. I could really use my Elise about now. I think this might be worth the risk. Wow. Okay. Well, I can turn them into legendary minions if it comes down to it. Yeah, I'm gonna Zilliax here to try and bait their Zilliax out.
Witness the heart of this land.
Alright, definitely gonna throw a brawl out there.
I grow weary. Insignificant.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Nice. Okay then. Our buddy Fyrrak has come out to play.
There's always room for dessert.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here a little bit, see if I can make up some of the card disadvantage that's going on. we're more or less even. I've got 18 cards total, 9 in hand, 9 in deck. They've got 9 in deck, 10 in hand, but they do have a Kill Jaden in their hand, which means that they have infinite demons after they run out of cards in their deck, so that should be a little problematic. The Brawls will hopefully come in handy, but I could also use this to turn the Brawls into legendary minions. That's a pretty big gamble, though.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the
Wow.
the dream beckons.
Well, we're definitely gonna brawl here. Yeah, this game is likely going to go very long, and I'm a little hesitant that I'll be able to take it down. The Kill Jaden is the main reason I think this is going to be unwinnable, but I'm going to see what I can do here.
To the collection.
Witness the heart of this land.
Well, time to brawl again. You know, I could just Ceaseless Expanse, actually. Because Brawl will leave one of these guys. I guess one of them isn't that bad. Sure. Wondrous Wand could be okay. If anything, it just gets me to exhaustion sooner, or like fatigue damage. Oh boy.
I can tell your future before it even happens.
This guy is really good.
Reinvert the Arcanite destabilizer.
I think it's going to be important to get to Elise.
What now?
I don't want to do this, but I feel like I kind of have to. Like I gotta start making some moves. Come on. Oh, there's Elise.
My hand is full.
Darn it. Alright, not the greatest.
I remember this place well.
This is the best fire plume in my opinion. need something good to be able to copy is the only problem. I don't have a lot of minions left over. I could always do Elise, because then it'll have Divine Shield, assuming it still has it on my turn. So Bob the Bartender still has some uses, because I can take a minion of my opponent's. It'll add it to my hand, give them 3 coins. So that's something. It is reactionary, unfortunately. There's not a lot I can do in terms of like solid threats now.
Let us speed it up.
If I can get some cards out of my hand and play Shaladrisil, I can shuffle an Elise, or maybe not. I could try and shuffle an Elise back in my deck, but... Alright, so no more Zilliax. There's Bob. I could have taken their Zilliax with Bob, but I think there's probably better things I can take. Yeah, this is just going to be useless now. Which I guess will be fodder for the Golden Kobold. Maybe I just Fire Plume here. Yeah, we're gonna Fire Plume.
I have seen creation, and I will bring.
Ooh, this could get back Dracorex. That's helpful.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Seems good.
This timeline needs more watching.
So we're back to almost even for card advantage. Oh, wow. That's a really good use. Jeez. Very well done. Yeah, they earned that win. That was very well played. Alright, so finishing 10 games, 6-4. That game was long and grindy and did not win it, unfortunately. That was, what, like 30, 40-minute games, something like that? Pretty crazy. But yeah, really like this deck. I think I'm gonna try some versions that don't play Shaladrisil, because when it's useful when it's useful, but when it's not, it's just a completely dead card. Like it's possible it could have been useful that game, but I didn't see the right time to play it. Having space in your hand is the main issue that I've got with it. But yeah, I highly recommend this deck if you've got the cards for it. I know it's a lot of legendaries. Big thank you to you guys that are following on YouTube. Makes a huge difference. Smash the like button. Definitely like, comment, follow, subscribe, tell your mom, tell a friend to tell a friend, whatever. Like, makes a huge difference however you guys engage with the YouTube videos. So I thank you guys that drop comments and stuff like that. Catch you guys next time. Peace and love.